Here are 10 satisfying and fascinating facts about human anatomy. 1. Your brain runs on about 20 watts of power. That's roughly enough to power a small LED light bulb, despite your brain containing around 286 billion neurons. 2. Your heart beats about 100,000 times a day. It pumps roughly 2,000 gallons, 7,500 liters, of blood every 24 hours. 3. You're born with about 270 bones, but end up with 206. As you grow, many bones fuse together, especially in the skull and spine. 4. Your nose can distinguish over 1 trillion different smells. Scientists once thought the limit was only about 10,000. 5. Your eyes process information incredibly fast. They can detect changes in just a few milliseconds and constantly make tiny movements, called saccades, so your vision stays sharp. 6. Your blood vessels would stretch around 60,000 miles, 100,000 kilometers. If laid end to end, they'd wrap around the Earth more than twice. 7. Muscles are always working, even when you're standing still. Tiny stabilizing muscles constantly contract to keep you balanced without you noticing. 8. Tooth enamel is the hardest substance in your body. It's even harder than bone, though it can't repair itself once it's damaged. 9. Your fingerprints begin forming before you're born. They develop around 10 to 15 weeks into pregnancy and remain essentially unchanged throughout your life. 10. Your lungs have an enormous surface area. If all the air sacs, alveoli, were spread out flat, they'd cover roughly 70 square meters, 750 square feet, about the size of a racquetball court. Bonus fact, you don't actually feel your brain. The brain itself has no pain receptors. That's why brain surgery can sometimes be performed while a patient is awake. The scalp and skull are numbed, but the brain tissue itself doesn't feel pain.